You see, I quite like when it comes to September and when it comes to you, my gorgeous Cancer, indeed. September 2021 is going to play such an important role in your life because something is slowly coming to an end. Something very important that was driving you crazy is slowly coming to an end, and you will see that the solution to that is going to be so much easier. But it's not only about the solution, it's about the opportunity that you are going to have by the end of September 2021. You know it's about something that you are going to see, and this is going to inspire you so much. It's going to rejuvenate you. It's going to inspire you. It's going to give you an idea. And this in itself, on another hand, it's going to require from you to make a certain adjustment and a little sacrifice. But then again, it's to do with a certain part of your life that is slowly coming to an end. Don't worry about a certain part of your life that is slowly coming to an end. It's all about this opportunity and inspiration that I'm talking about. And as I said, it's all about like a new wind of change that is slowly coming to you. You're going to become aware of things that have been around you for a long time, but now you're going to feel such a strong connection to literally go for it. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Cancerini, and it's for September 2021. So this monthly horoscope tarot card focus is for you, my gorgeous Cancer, and it's for September 2021. I really like this because, you know, there is going to be the situation that you are going to face on the 2nd of September when you're gonna literally feel 1st of September and 2nd of September. No, 1st of September it's going to open your eyes. 1st of September, you know, something is going to be on your mind and you're already going to open your eyes, and that in itself is going to be so positive when it comes to the actual next step. But by the time you get to the 2nd of September, it's all about when this change is literally going to kick in. You will hear something like that is going to absolutely surprise you, nothing to do with you and your personal situation, but then again, this is going to answer a huge, massive, enormous question to you, in particular when it comes to the certain timing, when it comes to the certain beginning like in your life, but also this is going to be more important when it comes to the actual answer, when it comes to the timing. And you will see like, wow, visually you're going to be able to connect, but at the same time you're going to be inspired so beautifully because it's about this option that is going to become obvious to you, and this option is just going to inspire you, it's going to re-energize you, it's going to make you feel so good. But then again, at the same time, you know, it's just going to kind of like help you with your own reflection. You will realize what do you need to do. But then again, at the same time, you're going to realize that, you know, you're going to need, in order to get there, it's going to be one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time. Sometimes in life, things are getting, you know, they take a slightly longer time. And you most certainly must not let that to put you off. Because I can see that you're gonna wonder like, oh God, it's gonna take too long. No, baby, no. It's going to seem like it's going to take too long, but once you find yourself on that path, you know, things are gonna take off like there is no tomorrow, and that in itself is going to bring you one of the biggest achievements of your life. So this is not only 1st and the 2nd of September, but within the first 7 days of September, just pay attention what is on your mind, pay attention what is calling you, pay attention to what is attractive to you, pay attention to like which part of your life you need to explore, because it's also to do with exploration, but it's also to do with a very strong connection with your past and very strong connection with like a feeling nostalgia, feeling the certain nostalgia. And it's not only about like, oh yeah, feeling nostalgia. No, baby, no. It's about the specific part of your past that you need to bring in, and you are going to become aware of it. It's very important for you to do this because it's going to bring that inner child in you. And sometimes we just do things in life, we just go that way, we go that way, we go that way, but we very much so forget about our own happiness. And this is the moment that it's also going to bring you enormous, mind-blowing spiritual key. And you will see exactly what I mean by that spiritual key, because on the 7th of September, that is going to be absolutely obvious. On one hand, this is going to give you confidence, it's going to give you strength, but on another hand, you will know also that there is a very important compromise that you are going to have. The compromise that you are going to have You need to understand and you need to stand firmly on the ground, because it's going to be with somebody who's a little bit strange. It's going to be with somebody who's a little bit dodgy. It's going to be somebody who's a little bit devilish and bizarre. So that's why you must not let kind of that devilish shape, take certain shape that it can kind of confuse you. So you need to kind of like, when there's certain compromise you need to make in between you and somebody else, you need to remember to stay firmly on the ground and trust your own intuition, and do not ask people advice, because that will drain your energy and it's just going to make things darker for you, so you just get lost in your own space. This, my babies, needs to come from you, okay? Or any kind of compromise for that matter throughout the month of September needs to come through you. And when you kind of like have a feeling like, oh yeah, because it's about this very, very important compromise, but it's about you standing firmly on the ground, but it's about you realizing at the same time that it needs to come from you, and you're also going to realize, oh, I want to ask her, I want to ask him. No, baby, no, because that is going to confuse you even more. You will be very psychic and very spiritual, and your empath side, it's going to come out, which means that your third psychic eye is going to be very firm and very powerful, and that's why you most certainly need to make the most of it. You're going to hear an important news, and this is going to mean to you so much. This is going to be so personal, and it's going to make you feel really happy as well at the same time within the first 7 days of September. And that in itself, it's also going to show you exactly which part of your life do you need to kind of sacrifice a little bit, because it's all about like, us realizing things about our lives, giving a credit to ourselves when it's due, but at the same time realizing what came to an end, because something that is just really dragging now, it's going to require change. It's going to require your input in order to move on. Very important, my gorgeous Cancerini, indeed. The second important date, my God, it's going to be the 10th and 11th of September. Now this is going to bring a life-changing moment, because you're going to find yourself in a very, very strange situation. In a very bizarre situation on the 10th and 11th of September. This is going to bring you a really bizarre situation. There is no way that you can think about it now, what this is going to be. There is no way that you can guess what this is going to be. This is where the power is. This is where the magic is, in the fact that this is going to surprise you like there is no tomorrow. And that in itself is going to require your response. And a response that you're going to have, it's going to be mind-blowing even to you, because you're going to think, where is this coming from? Why did I respond in this particular way? And this is exactly when I say that an empathic side of you is going to be very bright. This is when I say that when it's going to actually take over, because the response that you are going to have is going to surprise you. But then again, later on the 29th and the 30th of September, that is going to make sense like there is no tomorrow, because the portal that is going to open, that you're going to feel drawn towards, normally you would avoid, but not at this moment in time. You're just going to go for it, which means that there is going to be the certain bravery that you are going to get, and that is going to reflect on your power. It's going to reflect on your energy, and it's going to put you in the mode to actually explore. Normally you would be like, oh no, I'm not too sure about it, and now at this moment in time, this is something that is going to make you so emotional like there is no tomorrow. In fact, the whole of October 2021 is going to be so important, and it's all going to be about that. This is something that is going to rejuvenate you like there is no tomorrow, and most certainly the 10th and the 11th of September are going to bring you the Wheel of Fortune moment. This is so important, because suddenly you're going to feel so strong about a certain path. You're going to feel so excited, but at the same time, this is going to bring you pleasure into your life. This is going to bring you such a wonderful pleasure that is going to rejuvenate you, but it's also going to remind you what exactly part of your life is missing and what you should be paying attention to. It's very important to mention also that you're going to be holding something in your hand. You're going to be holding something so important, and that what you're going to be holding, it's also going to bring all sorts of feelings and all sorts of emotions. What kind of object this is going to be, this is going to be very, very interesting, but then at the same time, it is just going to remind you exactly and pinpoint what part of your life is bringing you down. It's making you negative. It's making unhappy. And in fact, over the last 9 months, this was like kind of bringing you down. So now just a knowledge, and just to be honest with yourself that that came to an end. It's just going to be absolutely everything, because it's going to inspire you in so many different ways, but above all, it's going to give you the certain confidence. Then you're going to also kind of like find yourself like being on the path as well on the 11th of September. It's like, oh my God, 11th of September, it's like going to bring you the biggest spiritual awakening of your life when you least expected. Try to kind of like pay attention to your dreams if you remember them, but also at the same time, if you don't remember your dreams on the 11th of September, it's also like when you wake up the very first thing in the morning, you're still kind of part of that energy, you're still part of that element, you're still part of that dimension, when you understand so much more than you normally understand. So that gets kind of imprinted within us in such a sense of like when we are thinking about something very specific. It may not happen straight away like in the morning, but then again later on as the time go by in a day, something is going to be on your mind, something is going to be on your mind, and this it's going to put you, is going to kind of like connect you with somebody else, and that person that you're going to be connected to is going to kind of tell you something. Maybe you're going to meet up, maybe they will tell you to go somewhere, but there is some kind of like a maybe meet up, connection and reconnection going to happen, and that is also going to have a massive and amazing influence and impact on you in the best possible way, because they will tell you something but you will do something completely opposite. And this is exactly what I was saying, that you have to listen to your own intuition. What you're gonna do on the 11th of September, in between the 11th of September and the end of that month, is gonna be absolutely miraculous, because what you're gonna decide you're gonna make a decision, and the decision that you're going to make is just kind of going to bring something very interesting out of you. And now when I say this, suddenly you're gonna find yourself, you're gonna get a certain message and information in between that it's going to highlight a certain part of your life that brought you success. But at the same time, as soon as you focus on this, there is something plim plim going to come to you, an opportunity, realization, an opportunity with unlimited possibilities. And normally you would absolutely not want to have anything to do with it, because it does require a certain amount of experience. But now you're just going to feel so strongly guided, and don't be surprised about it, because this is the time in between the 11th and the 11th and the 30th of September, when you are going to have a very powerful spiritual message. Somebody from the spirit world is going to come through. Somebody from the spirit world is going to come forward. Somebody very important to you who used to be in your life. And if you haven't lost anybody, then that means that it's going to be the passing by spirit who is also going to have a very important information for you in terms of pointing you and confirming you, like confirming something to you and pointing you towards the right direction. So that spirit is going to make themselves known. I know it sounds like but trust me, there is so much more to this life, to this world, than what actually just we see, and this, you must be aware of it. It's important to say this, because you're going to feel so emotional and you will not be able to explain. You may feel like, oh, you want to cry, or suddenly you're going to have this burst of like a very unusual emotions around you. You're going to feel very emotional, and this is going to surprise you, but you will know it's to do with that spirit, and that spirit is going to try to pinpoint you towards the right direction. So when you see something like fall down, and perhaps when you feel like maybe the temperature change, when you feel like when you smell like the certain smell, you will know that there is a very strong connection with that spirit who is around you. Or like you see someone with the corner of your eye and you look, there is no one there, but there most certainly is. That is the time you need to pay attention to what was on your mind when you come across this spirit. But most importantly, what is driving you crazy, what is slowing you down, because it's connected to the negative part of your life that it's really not serving you anymore and karmically came to an end. But most importantly, the direction will be shown when you see that spirit, and when you come across that spirit. And that in itself, look at this, it's going to bring you the actual really important moment of realization when you're going to make a decision based on that. And sometimes people don't even understand that there are so many spirits, or there is a certain spirit that was playing an important role, and sometimes people do understand. But the bottom line is that this is going to be the time when you're really going to make such an important decision. And this is going to mean to you so much, because on another hand, it's going to help you to come out of yourself. But then again, it's about the inspiration. It's about the strength. It's about having a control over a situation, but also giving a credit to yourself when it's due, instead of just going forward. Sometimes we just have to stop, relax a little bit, and give a little bit of credit to ourselves when it's due. And that way we rejuvenate ourselves, which on another hand means that you're going to find it very beneficial in between the 11th and the 30th of September. You're going to find it very beneficial to kind of like rejuvenate yourself, to be inside the forest, to be within the forest, to be in the nature, within the nature. Perhaps you will want to go and jump in the water, jump in the sea. Sea is a very, very spiritual, and it has got a power to rejuvenate us like there is no tomorrow in so many different ways, and this affects our balance. Same with the lake, same with the river. If you're lucky enough to if you're able to jump into the water, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. But at the same time, there is something very important that you are going to learn. It's about a learning experience through your own spirituality, by giving credit to yourself, rejuvenating yourself, but also you will learn something so important. Something is going to come to you, the realization about yourself, and this in itself is going to be playing an important role. By the time you get to the actual 30th of September, you will know exactly what to do. I'm so happy for you like there is no tomorrow. The 30th of September, my gorgeous Cancerini, it's also going to be the new portal which is going to open for you. Yet again, you need to have your eyes open. Yet again, it's a very strong correlation with the 10th and the 11th of September, when I said the opportunity with unlimited possibilities. Now we go again now we go again to the 30th of September 2021, and you will see this is going to be highlighted for you. You've got the star card. This is very, very important indeed when it comes to like a power, when it comes to an important opportunity with unlimited possibility, when it comes to the balance, when it comes to the strength, when it comes to the actual great sense of timing that you are going to have at the same time, but also the realization, what exactly do you need to do, what exactly is missing in your life. This is going to have a major impact on you, and a major impact on your health, and the major impact on the people in your life as well, because you will start something here. You're going to come to terms with something, and that in itself is going to help you to kind of realize, oh my God, I'm already halfway there. You will realize that you're already halfway there, and this is something that is not only going to influence you and impact you in sense of timing. Visually, you will be able to connect, and once you do this, my Lord, you see what was missing in your life, but you will also see like more beautifully, more incredibly, that you will exactly know what to do with the part of your life that was really kind of made you stuck. The 30th of September, it's also going to help you to see. You're going to realize one of the biggest realizations ever, like about some kind of like a prison that you have found yourself in, like a self-imposed prison. And I say self-imposed prison purely because you will see that the outcome of this needs to come from you. You're going to make an important like a decision here. It is going to take an additional 17 weeks, 17, in order for this to unfold. But my Lord, this is most certainly going to be an incredible starting point for you as well. This is going to be so good. So it's about the self-imposed prison. The time that you felt really stuck, that you felt really negative, in particular over the last 36 months, time that really affected you so much and made you feel a little bit dark, made you feel a little bit low, made you feel a little bit uncertain, and that affected your way of thinking, your way of planning. And now this is going to become obvious how much this actually affected you, and it's all going to start after that moment in time when you become aware of that opportunity with the star card that I'm talking about, because it's at the same time going to reveal so much around you that you can easily get rid of. But most importantly, you are having one of the most powerful transformations of your life. The 30th of September is the time of transformation, is the time when you need to do as much as you can, whatever comes to you naturally. But in particular, I know this is going to sound weird, but it's just like anything that you want to do in your immediate environment, like any kind of like a tidying, any kind of like a maybe like a readjustment. You know, you put that picture over there, you put a flower over there, you bring a new flower and you plant into the house. Whatever you want to do in terms of readjustment, whatever makes you happy and excited at that moment in time, it's going to reflect on you very magnetically. I know it sounds weird, but it's going to help you to connect with the universe. And while you're doing this, you're creating this energy, you're creating this vibration. In return, this brings you all sorts of answers and all sorts of ideas that you wouldn't normally have. You need to use it wisely, and this is what this highly transformational and highly powerful time going to bring you. I know it sounds weird, yes, but while you're adjusting things around you, it's about creating this magnetic energy. It's most importantly, it's going to help you realize like the exact inspiration. Something is going to inspire you, something is going to come to you. It's like a spiritual fire that is going to take over, but then at the same time, you are going to have one of the most powerful confirmations of your life. Literally, very important. This is going to be the new beginning for you. Like, oh my God, something is going to start here, some kind of idea you're going to have, and that idea is going to take 1 year in order to unfold. But most certainly, just remember what I said: patience, 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 one step at a time, and you will see exactly where this is going to get you. Okay, so now, sorry, when it comes to the actual those of you in relationships, you know, you need to understand this, that this is like a highly transformational time for both of you. What is going to be happening in your life is going to affect your partner like there is no tomorrow. But it is rather important for me to mention to you that your partner is going to have like a little bit of like a little bit of tower, and your partner is also going to be kind of like having something pushed towards them. Something like somebody kind of negative is going to be around your partner. So try to kind of like warn your partner about it. I would not say most certainly that this is the time for your partner to start new things. I would not say that this is the time for your partner to kind of sign something, to have compromises and things like that. With you is this different, completely different. But when it comes to your partner, I've got a little warning. So any kind of new beginnings, any kind of signings, any kind of like maybe contracts and things like that, please do not do it now. If you want to buy something really huge and big, please do not do it now. Don't do it. Say to your partner not to do it in the month of September, to do it in October, for example. But there is like a little warning that your partner has, which means that somebody is going to be rather dishonest around them, and your partner is going to become aware of it. But then again, if you can just let them know, it would be fantastic, so they can just protect themselves. And they can protect themselves by putting the big things that they wanted to do on hold throughout September and leave it for October. Okay, and when it comes to those of you that are single and ready to mingy, my gorgeous Cancerinis, you know, I really like this, because let me tell you something. For those of you that are single, somebody very interesting is about to walk into your life. That person is going to make themselves known in either September, October, or November. It really depends, but number 11 is going to be very powerful when it comes to this, indeed. But on another hand, it's pretty much so to do with you like kind of having a very kind of like you're gonna start doing something that you've kind of left behind for a while, and now you will want to kind of continue this. So with this continuation, there is also kind of going to be the certain start that you're going to have. That start is going to put you in the certain dimension within the certain group of people, and one of them is actually going to be the special person who is about to walk into your life. There is something very special and very significant going to be about this person, but you will also see something that you will also feel something that you haven't felt in a long time, something that you feel very different and very unique about yourself. You will be sharing with this person. Almost instantly there is going to be like a very strong ooh la la Vavumish connection in between you two. But most importantly, it's about the inspiration and the energy that is going to rub off, you know, against each other. You know, you're gonna kind of inspire that person, and that person is going to inspire you. There is so much more that is going to be about that person, and it's someone that you have been waiting for a long time to enter your life. What else I was going to recommend to you, my gorgeous Cancerini, would be this gorgeous pendant, which is a chakra pendant. Ascendant, and it's absolutely wonderful. Very important when it comes to boosting our energy, very important when it comes to our vibration, very important when it comes to our balance, but most certainly it's to do with the actual September, October, November, and December. Every single time when you feel uncertain, every single time when you need to do something important, every single time when you need to kind of like express yourself, every single time when you feel like really low, really tired, and really drained, you know, this is something that I would really recommend you to wear, because it's going to help you to kind of ground yourself immediately, but above all, it's going to help you to see the bigger picture, and that in itself is going to really increase your motivation and inspiration, and in return, it's going to really pinpoint towards things that you should be paying attention to, especially when it's a lot going on. This gorgeous chakra pendant comes with sterling silver setting and the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel, I have to say that. And what else I was going to say, my gorgeous Cancerini, when it comes to your health, you also need to pay attention to boosting your immune system. You need to boost your immune system like there is no tomorrow. It's rather important indeed. So if you can get something like organic acerola cherry powder, or organic acerola cherry capsules, or organic camu camu powder, or organic camu camu capsules. Now, both organic camu camu and organic acerola cherry powder are probably one of the highest sources of natural sources of vitamin C that you can get. So this is something that I would highly recommend you to take on daily basis alongside natural vitamin D. Even if you're in the sun, I would still recommend an additional vitamin D supplement, natural, alongside natural zinc. This combination is absolutely mind-blowing when it comes to boosting your immune system, and this is going to reflect on your energy levels, and it's going to start having an immediate impact on you when it comes to your own healing. On another hand, try to drink as much water as you possibly can, and also in order to flush out the toxins out of the system, and also in order to kind of like improve your digestion, just get something like organic chamomile tea, drink it throughout the months, or organic dandelion tea. Both of these teas are absolutely miraculous in so many different ways, and it's going to also kind of have an impact on your own energy in the positive way. But please do not take sugar. I can't stand sugar. If you do need to sweeten it with something, just take organic honey, organic maple syrup, and that way it's going to actually be quite good for you, and it's going to boost your energy as well. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor. You just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. My gorgeous Cancerinis, this is an incredible month for you. You just need to have your eyes open. Trust me, it's going to bring you so much change. Much needed change indeed. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Cancerinis. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.